Hello, my name is Hill and this is my puppy Abby. We are backcountry tour guides for the Crested Butte Nordic Center. We're here to talk to you about getting out in the snow with your furry friend. It can be an incredibly rewarding experience. It gets you both in great shape while developing a deep bond between the two of you that brings with it lifetime memories. If you're a Nordic skier and a dog lover, you are going to want to get out and do this. Let's start with getting your little friend in shape for the season. Early season training can come in many forms. The activities that are right for you are usually the ones you love to do the most, each bringing with it a variety of benefits ranging from muscular and cardiovascular development to improved balance and agility. It's about getting out in nature with your dog, getting in shape, developing trust, and doing the activities that Nordic skiers do in the off season. It's about enjoying life. Simply, it's about having fun with your little friend while you wait for the snow to come. When it comes time to ski with your dog, you're going to need to decide on whether you want to ski on groomed trails or head into the backcountry, each having its own experience. Inbound ski areas are often well groomed, allowing your dog to run longer distances on packed snow. For example, CB Nordic has over 7 kilometers of dog-friendly trails. Before heading out, be sure to research whether your area allows for dogs on trails. Inbound skiing makes for a good intro for your dog to build the addiction, and the groomed trails can be easy on your dog's paws. The backcountry adds another level of excitement for the two of you. You can break trail or follow skin paths that take you deep into the forest. The deeper pattern can build some strength and bring with it laughter as your friend will find ways to bury into the snow and come up with a face full of powder. If you take this path, make sure your dog's hips are well formed, as this can be a strenuous activity. It's also important to be aware that backcountry skiing involves greater risk for avalanche danger. Know the area, choose safe routes, stay up to date on avalanche reports, take an avalanche course, and always be mindful. Do it safely, and the backcountry can offer a wonderful experience. As a transition between the two, places can often be found that are in the backcountry that are groomed from time to time. Before you head out, check out the weather forecast to gain some insight into what to expect for the day. Know unexpected snowfall, wind speed and direction, temperatures, and cloud cover can affect how you pack for the day, as well as when you choose your window of opportunity. While bluebird skies are always welcome, there's nothing like the day after a storm to experience the beauty of it all. Higher temperatures can result in wetter snow that can get into your dog's paws, freeze, and cause discomfort and pain. Blizzards can severely limit visibility. If conditions are expected to change, make sure you have the gear that both of you need to stay cool, but not cold. And of course, ask yourself if it's too cold for either of you. Keep it fun, and you'll both ache for more. Calories are going to be burnt, that is for certain. There are a couple factors to keep in mind when it comes to keeping a good balance between being in a healthy state of ketosis and bottoming out. Some recommend making sure your dog has at least an hour and a half to digest a meal before heading out. The motivation is that getting out too soon can cause a dog's intestines to swell and fold over onto themselves, causing a blockage that can lead to serious problems. Similarly, it is recommended to wait an hour after exercise before eating, as that time can help a dog's digestive system to relax before going to work. Snow is not a good form of hydration. Dependence on snow for water source can actually lead to dehydration. So be sure to bring some water for yourself and your little friend. And of course, treats are a great training tool that can keep your little one active and obedient. As for clothing, if your dog shows signs of paw pain, you might consider picking up some boots. On cold days, a jacket can be helpful, but be watchful that they do not overheat. Take moments to feel the underside of their bellies to see if they are too warm. Cool is good, whereas cold and warm is not desired. Musher's secret is a good wax to put on a dog's paws if they're experiencing problems. Carefully trimming paw hair can be helpful. Roughwear offers a good selection of boots and jackets that I've come to trust. When putting either on, be sure to make it a fun activity followed up with a reward. Doing so pays for itself. Nordic skiing is yet another opportunity to train your furry friend. Consider the ski area to be an extension of the basics, such as sit, stay, come, take lead, and other commands in your dog's increasing vocabulary. With each command, possibly make hand signals for another method of association. I practice using a prefix before giving a command to gain my dog's attention. For example, I say, "Are you ready?" and wait for his attention. Then I might toss some treats in the snow, having him stay, and then I say, "Fine treat." For food-motivated animals, treats can be a great tool at your disposal. Look for these opportunities. Be consistent, and keep it fun and rewarding. If your dog ever looks at you with an angled head, odds are he or she is trying to understand you, but it's up to us to break our command into smaller steps. Actually, it's about training us rather than training our dog. Above all, I'm a big believer in developing trust while maintaining alpha status. The better your friend listens to you, the more fun both of you will have. Good trail etiquette is essential to skiing where you may be around others. Ideally, no one else's experience will be affected by your dog's presence. How to achieve that does take practice. Some places require a leash, whereas others require a voice command at a minimum. Where leashes are not required, it is good to practice having your dog come when you call or whistle, and when they do, throw a party with treats and celebration. If another skier is approaching, at first have your dog sit next to you until they pass. With time, you can lessen the strictness while maintaining verbal control. Remember, not everyone is dog friendly. Another factor of etiquette is to leave no trace. It's not a matter of if your little one will make you proud on the trail, but rather when. And when the event does occur, have your plastic bag ready. Also, skiers work hard to maintain tracks. Do your best to discourage your furry friend from tearing those up. New dogs to the trail can often come up to others or other dogs they want to meet and make friends with. Work toward the goal of only allowing such to happen if permission is granted. While the list of etiquette can continue, I'll just suggest exercising good judgment while being mindful of others' experience on the trail. As with all aspects of life, danger exists. For Nordic skiing, danger comes in its own forms, some readily visible whereas others are a bit hidden. If you are skiing along a river, it'd be good to watch for fast-moving water. Sharp metal edges on skis can cut fur, artery, and bone. Climbing up a convex curve can launch an avalanche. These are just a few examples of dangers that can be seen and therefore avoided. The tricky part is the hidden dangers. For example, barbed wire could be 1 inch below the snow, waiting for a paw to step down and a leg to scrape downward. For night skiers, predators like coyotes may try to lure your dog to their pack. Thin ice could also turn a good day into a very bad one. I also suggest keeping a good eye on your dog's behavior. Favor in a paw can be an indicator of a strain, and yet our friend may still want to play. It is up to us to protect our friend from him or herself. Licking a paw may be a sign of a tore pad or other injury. And of course, fatigue may be setting in from many consecutive days of having fun. Keep an eye out for these and other signs to stay ahead of the game of avoiding danger in its many forms. No discussion on skiing would be complete without discussing first aid. While we try to practice prevention, as it is so much easier than reaction, and we practice being watchful of danger, we have to be prepared when an event requiring attention does occur. My doggy safety bag always contains a minimum of 5 items, most of which can be picked up at your local store. You might want to write these down. Liquid bandage is nice to have when a small cut is discovered. Always be watchful of little specks of red in the white snow and then determine if your furry one is leaving the trail. A few brushstrokes of liquid bandage can go a long way. For a larger cut, I found the following 4 items used together can often save the day. First, a large non-stick gauze pad is used to cover the open wound. Next, Band-Aid puts out a hurt-free wrap that will keep the gauze on the wound. Next, NextCare has an absolute waterproof tape that can be wrapped around the hurt-free wrap to keep it dry. However, I have seen the waterproof tape come off on the way back to the vehicle. As such, there is a blister prevention tape I wear quite often called Leukotape that can be applied at the top and bottom of the waterproof tape that keeps it secure. I highly recommend all of these in your safety bag. At under $20, they may likely pay for themselves. And back to the reason we want to take our furry friend Nordic skiing with us is because we have such a good time through shared motivation and shared experiences that keeps us happy and healthy. Each time we hit the trail with our friend, we become more confident and more aware of our environment, adding to the desire to come out again. The moments we spend with our best friend lead to lifelong memories. And of course, an important lesson our little one reminds us of is that playing in the snow is an essential part of experiencing the mountains. It is, no doubt, quality time spent with good company. Lastly, there is a special feeling that only dog lovers know when we get back to the trailhead, hop into our vehicle, and see our furry friend fall into a deep slumber from complete exhaustion while we smile silently in victory. I hope this short discussion will encourage you to add Nordic skiing to you and your puppy's adventure activities. If you find yourself near the Crested Butte Nordic Center in Colorado, give thought to going on a tour with one of our dog-friendly guides with your best friend, where we can expand on these topics and take them a step or two further. More than anything else, be safe and have fun.